Good evening, folks. Looks like we're live. There's a little bit of a delay, but that's all good. Give us a minute, we'll get started here. We're excited to talk a little bit about PGH Reads and some fun reading programs that you can use with your children. Just very grateful that we've got such a great team that's been working hard on pulling this together over the last few months, and thankful to you for joining. I know it's 6 o'clock. Some of you are getting ready for dinner. We'll be recording this, so if you miss it, you can check it out later. We wanted to give folks a little bit of a background on what PGH Reads is, where you can find it, what you can do with it, and really, our hope is that every child in the city of Pittsburgh and beyond gets to use it and learn to read. So with that, I'm going to get us started. I'm going to go over the agenda tonight and let you know the wonderful people that will be joining me tonight in this conversation for this launch of PGH Reads and 412 Rhymes. So why we're here, I'll go over that here in a second. I'm James Fogarty, the Executive Director of A+ Schools. What we hope to accomplish, our friend and co-conspirator, Sarah Scott Frank at OpenLiteracy, is going to talk a little bit about the design of the program and why it's important and the research behind it. Shavonne Lowry, who is a parent and also an early childhood educator and family service specialist, will provide a little bit about the parent perspective and how this can be used within early childhood. Ms. Anqwenique Kinselland, also one of the stars of the program, known as Ms. Anqwenique from the Arts Ed Collaborative, will talk about how we've intentionally integrated arts into this program. D.S. Kinselland of Boom Concepts will talk about the power of Black teachers and just the importance of having diversity in our programming for young children. And finally, we'll kick it off with one of the first episodes of 412 Rhymes, so you can take a look, and we'll tell you a little bit about what you can do next to use this. So with that, I'll get started and let you know a little bit more about so why did A+ Schools want to work with these great people to create 412 Rhymes? Well, and PGH Reads. Well, look, right now in 2019, the National Assessment of Education, the reading score showed us that in a class of 28, 35% or about 10 students were reading proficiently or better, and about 65% or 18 students could not read proficiently. But we know that about 95% of students, regardless of background, can learn to read proficiently or better with explicit, systematic, and sequential instruction and foundational skills, also known as structured literacy. And we know that there are different types of learners learn a little differently. About 30% of students will learn how to read regardless of method. About 50% will learn with that explicit, systematic instruction. About 15% require that structured literacy plus some additional time and instruction. About 5% will struggle to become proficient because they might have some severe cognitive disabilities. And so we know if we can get 95% of kids to read, if we do it the right way and structure it the right way, we thought, well, what could we do as an organization in partnership to really bring about change that would help kids learn to read? And so we were lucky enough to get a seed grant from the Grable Foundation. We added some money that we got from the Hillman Foundation and Richard King Mellon Foundation to be able to bring this forward. And again, we couldn't do this without the help of PCTV 21, Sarah Scott Frank and OpenLiteracy, the Kinsels and Kinselland Productions, Shavonne Lowry, and the entire team at A+ Schools that works behind the scenes to make events like this one work. So with that, thanks. I want to hand it over to Sarah Scott Frank to go deeper into why PGH Reads and what you can get out of it. Dr. Sarah Scott Frank. I'll mute myself here.
Thanks, James. Welcome, everyone. My name is Sarah Scott Frank. I'm the founder of OpenLiteracy and also the designer of the programs that we're going to talk about here tonight. And interestingly, most of these programs came about as a COVID invention as we thought about kids being out of school and being home and what we could do digitally to support reading instruction. Many of you experienced 412 Rhymes last winter when we did a pilot project. And in that program, we sent text messages that provided families with links to to the videos that we made. And we got great feedback. People loved learning alongside the people featured in the videos and playing the games associated with them, but they didn't like receiving the text messages. In part because there wasn't a lot of rewatchability. We had this sort of gated curriculum that limited people's access to the content. So what you see if you visit pghreads.com is that all the videos are available for all of our programs. So you can watch and rewatch and consume the content in the way that best fits your child. So we've really intentionally designed these programs with the parents of young readers in mind. So let me talk a little bit about the why and the how of what we've done. So our goal is to empower you with easy to access materials that are really aligned with what we know about best practice in reading instruction. So first and foremost, you'll see a lot of emphasis on phonemic awareness. So phonemic awareness, the best way that I can explain it to you is that it's just being able to hear the sounds in words. It's not necessarily, it doesn't match up to every single letter. So in the word cat, k, at, there's 3 sounds. There's also 3 letters in the word cat. In the word bike, b, ike, there's 3 sounds and there's 4 letters. And that's okay. We want kids to be able to hear those 3 sounds in the word bike or cat or clock or whatever word we're playing with in these games. And we know that a child's phonemic awareness skills correlates very, very highly with their beginning reading. So if a child has strong phonemic awareness, they're going to be able to hear the sounds in words and begin to apply that to reading, to begin decoding. So that's first and foremost, and you see that in 412 rhymes, and you see that a lot in Smashword. The second thing that we do very intentionally is that we don't teach the letters in order. So we're going to watch lesson 1 tonight, and that's actually letter T. So some people might think like, it's lesson 1, why aren't we doing letter A? But we don't want to start with a vowel. We want to start with a very easy to hear letter. So T is very easy to hear. And we want to start with letters that get kids moving really fast. So we can empower them to feel like they can start to read words. So with just 6 letters, you can start to read words like sit and sat and mat and lit. And so we purposefully put the letters in order, sort of in order of utility rather than alphabetical order. And there's a nice research base on that. You'll also see that we emphasize both letter sounds and letter names. So if a child only knows the names of the letters, which is emphasized in tons of toys, like alphabet toys and the names, the letters in your name and what letters you see, and you see it on Sesame Street. But to read, you actually need to know the sounds. You need to know that M says so that you can start to read words like mom, right? And so we don't teach one or the other, we teach both, but we place a lot of emphasis on the sounds so that we can get kids then reading those sounds. The third thing you'll see in our On-Ramp to Reading program, which is sort of the follow-up to 412 rhymes, is a lot of emphasis on letter formation. And we think of learning as a very active process. As you watch our videos, you'll see clapping and interactive moves that we ask your young learners to make. And in On-Ramp to Reading, with our emphasis on writing and letter formation, we really hope that that supports children in putting those letters into their long-term memory. So that active process is one very intentional move to help get that, to make it sticky, to get it into their long-term memory. So just very briefly, there's 3 programs in PGH Reads. So if you go to pghreads.com, you'll see 412 rhymes. There are 30 lessons there, so that's 26 letters of the alphabet, and then 4 digraphs. A digraph is 2 letters that make just one sound. So like the word chip has ch, ip. And so CH is 2 letters, but it's just one sound. So we teach SH, TH, CH, and WH. Smashword is actually came about because of the popularity of this activity from 412 Rhymes. So smash word is just a set of words that we say the sounds and then we smash them together. And that's another opportunity for repeated practice with phonemic awareness. It's also a lot of fun. What's really nice about the smash words routine is that once your child gets familiar with it, you can start smashing with words that you encounter in your own life. You can smash in the grocery store line, you can smash while you're on the bus, you can smash words wherever. And that is really a quick and easy way for you to support your child's literacy development. The last program you'll see on PGH Reads is On-Ramp to Reading. On-Ramp to Reading is another 30-lesson sequence that is the next sort of course following 412 Rhymes. It asks students to do a little bit more sophisticated things like identify beginning letter sounds. They do all the letters of the alphabet in terms of writing the letters and proper letter formation. We talk about flip and grip, so how to hold that pencil, and beginning blending. So by the 6th lesson, students are spelling simple words like hat, at, and cap, ap. And so I think that students will have a lot of fun with that follow-up to 412 Rhymes. So I'm going to pass it off to Shavonne Lowry, who's going to offer some expertise, share her expertise on early childhood development and how this aligns with what she knows about best practices.
I was muted, sorry. So I just wanted to briefly discuss the importance of early literacy in the home during the early childhood stages. Sarah said a lot. She actually took quite a bit of words out of my mouth, so I actually won't need to say as much as I plan to. So reading aloud to children stimulates their imagination and expands their understanding of the world. And this is exactly what the videos from Open Literacy and PGH Reads will do. So along with that, what Sarah said, these are some of the things that we already do at home, right, with our kids. So this will also allow them to visually see the movement and additional engagement with literacy while hearing the sounds, seeing the words and pictures, which makes it a lot more realistic. Not only that, but as adults, we tend to use exaggerated tones anyway. So when we are trying to teach our children, that is known as parentese. So what that means is we don't even realize we're doing it. But what the videos will do is, for example, we'll say the word mop. When we say the word, we're stressing the sounds of the word mop. We're repeating them with exaggeration and showing a picture and getting our little ones excited about it, which also goes along with smash words. The videos will also provide, provided will also allow each lesson to follow the same routine and flow, which kids love. So children typically thrive in predictability and seek safety and comfort in routines. In the videos that Mr. Tuffy and Ms. Anqwenique will, or that recorded, they will do just that. Sorry. And the great thing about our videos that they can also be accessed on demand by heading to our website, PGH Reads. You'll click on any of the 412 Rounds videos, which will then open up to YouTube. Once you are in there, you can watch the videos, like and follow the Open Literacy YouTube channel. And now that you have access, this will allow you and your little one to create your own schedule to watch. We're in 2022, right? So our little ones are super familiar with YouTube. So what you can do is you can go in and save the videos for your little one. You can watch them anytime you'd like, or you can allow them to go in and watch anytime they want to watch. How do I know? Because last year we watched all of the videos and my preschooler loved smash words. She absolutely loved Mr. Tuffy and Miss Anqwenique's beautiful opera-like tones. So they were a huge hit in my house last year. So yes, please go to PGH Reads and watch the videos with your little ones. You'll absolutely love it. So I'll go ahead and pass it on to my colleague.
Hello, everyone. Of course, we always have to bring the music and the good sounds. Thank you so much, Shay. I'm Shavonne Lowry, and Dr. Sarah Scott Frank, and of course, James at A+ Schools. We've been so excited to work on this project. My name is Miss Anqwenique. You might recognize me from the videos. I am a proud Pittsburgh native. I'm an artist and musician. I'm a huge advocate for arts and arts education, and I have a great passion for early childhood and working with our babies. And so this project really spoke to me as one, obviously, as my colleagues have laid out, is critically important to our communities and to our young children and their development, but also can be a lot of fun for them as well. And what I try to do in all of my education work is bring music into the space and bring arts into the space, because just like the connections that Shavonne was talking about earlier, students and children really do connect to music, connect to art. They relate those things to things that they've seen before or heard before. And so what a lot of what I try to do is incorporate rhythm and rhythmic patterns when we're talking about words and letter sounds, and making those connections. And I also love to put a little bit of a melody to something, because even as adults, we know when that song comes on the radio and you recognize it, you always remember the melody of a song. You always remember the chorus of a song. And that's so true for our little ones as well. They will connect to the music and connect to the rhythm of the thing. And that will help them remember, that will help them connect the letter sounds. It'll help them connect what they're seeing. So what they're seeing in the pictures to what they're actually forming with their mouths. And so we want to continue to do that with 412 Rhymes, and encourage you, all of you parents at home and educators working with young children, to really lean into the opportunities to connect with melody and rhythmic patterns and all of those things that may come natural when you're learning new words and learning new letter sounds. So even to just make it fun. So just what's on the screen right now, snake, just snake, make a rhythm out of it, make a fun game out of it, and really take those opportunities to help the children really connect with the words and with the sounds of the word. That gives them an opportunity to repeat. Repetition is so important when learning new words. So it gives them opportunities to repeat the patterns if it's in a rhythmic pattern as well. So these are all things that I encourage you to do and take what we've done to the next step. And of course, as parents, you guys are you're your child's first educator. So we hope that these resources are helpful to you and that are fun and engaging for your children. And please let us know what you think and what you want to see from us, because this is we're on the journey. We're on the journey together. So I want to pass it over to my husband. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, and please make sure to check out the videos and let us know what you think.
Hey everyone, this is DS Kinsel, known from the videos as Mr. Tuffy. Super excited to be talking about PGH Reads and 412 Rhymes this evening. One of the greatest things that I'm excited about being involved in this project is the opportunity to really present myself as an early educator, a Black male educator for early learners. I'm a community artist, I'm a gallerist, but a lot of my practice is centered and based in my experiences as a former preschool teacher. So, I always remember the young people and students that I worked with, and also remembered all of the teachers and other artists that we collaborated with over my years as an early childhood educator. So, to be able to come back and return to this space of early childhood education and, provide a positive Black male role model on the screen for early childhood learners, because we know in the field for 3 to 5 year olds, there typically aren't a lot of Black male teachers or male teachers in general. So, we want to be able to spread that Mr. Tuffy love around and give you an opportunity to watch again our 412 Rhymes on pghreads.com. And it's just so you can have different teachers, different voices, different cultures, not only in your home as a great program, but also in the classroom. And, I really want to stress to our early childhood educators and our teaching artists, that one of the great things about 412 Rhymes, Smash Words, and the other projects that you can find on pghreads.com is that they're easy to replicate in the classroom or at home. So parents, there are a lot of, you can make these flashcards. You can find a lot of the items in your home that we talk about and feature as our words. And it's a really accessible program either on YouTube or via the internet, or if you want to recreate something that you've seen and watched on pghreads.com. So, something if you want to, allow kids to watch it and watch it again, because we always want to make sure we reinforce these lessons because these are learning and entertainment based modules. But you can also take a little bit of 412 Rhymes, take the smash word activities, and make sure you do them in your home. So, just to be able to provide these opportunities. And also, when you want to give your kids some screen time and you don't want to feel a little bit too guilty about it, 412 Rhymes, Smash Words, and the other activities on pghreads.com are just like a really great option. Now, thankfully, we have a little cheat code because when we put the video on for our daughter, as we're a couple, it's us. So it's kind of like really meta babysitting, us watching the baby. But another great thing is that we get to work together and present not only our union but our 20 plus years of experience as early childhood educators together for families not only here in Pittsburgh but across the globe ideally. So please check out the OpenLiteracy YouTube page. Make sure you go to pghreads.com, and check out 412 Rhymes and check out Smash Words because, with it being online, entirely accessible, you don't need to pre-register. You are able to take this easy, quick, and learning opportunity on the go. So you can put it on your phone, you can put it on your reader device, you can put it on your whatever.
On your iPad,
all the things,
yeah,
and take it on the go with you. And we all know that there is a digital divide, and if you do not have access to YouTube, thankfully we've connected with PCTV, channel 21 here in Pittsburgh, and you will be able to watch 412 Rhymes and see myself, Mr. Tuffy, and Miss Anqwenique every Saturday morning. So if you remember HR Puffin stuff, or X-Men, or Seed Beer and Jamal, or Animaniacs, or Looney Tunes, or any of those great Saturday morning cartoons that were fun and based in learning and a little wacky. Now, Mr. Tuffy, Miss Anqwenique, and 412 Rhymes are also on that list. So, wake up Saturday morning, check out PCTV channel 21. And if you're not getting it from there, please be sure to go to pghreads.com and check out what we have to offer.
Yep. And that's starting April 2nd. So starting next weekend, you can find us on PCTV Saturday mornings. If you have Comcast, that's channel 21. If you have Verizon, that's channel 43. So come check us out. We would love to know that you're watching in that way too. And of course, you want to definitely join A+ Project plus us, and stay connected with all the great work that A+ is doing as well, because we are really working hard to support education for our children. That's the goal. That's why we're here. That's why we do it. So,
and wait, one more thing. The greatest piece.
There's more.
Is that everything is free.
Mm-hmm.
We're not charging. We're not asking for anything. We might ask for your information so we can make sure we follow up and maybe send you some cool free stuff. But other than that, this is entirely free. So please be sure to like our YouTube channel, OpenLiteracy. Please make sure you check out PGH Reads on Instagram and tune in because we really want to make sure these learning opportunities reach students across Pittsburgh and across the globe. I think I'm supposed to pass to James. And also, you know, I think we need a new character, Dr. Frank. Dr. Frank, you there?
Yeah.
I think we need a character.
I feel like that's, we should get Dr. Frank a stethoscope.
Yeah. We need a I'm
Doc
thinking
McStuffins meets PGH Reads.
yes,
Love
yes.
So I'm going to stop sharing my, hey, thank you so much. DS, Anqwenique, Shavonne, Dr. Frank. I can't thank you enough for taking part in this project, for putting all the work you did into it. I'm excited to see how it takes off. We hope all of you will join. Go to pghreads.com. Please do sign up there, because as DS said, there will be opportunities to learn more. There may be new modules we'll be adding. Our hope is to just expand this as best we can, and really meet the needs of the community to create a strong foundation. And, you know, as Shavonne said, help you speak that parentese that allows our children to learn. So what I'm going to do is stop sharing. I'm going to ask Amy White, who's on my staff, who's in the background, to share the first episode, the letter T, with you, and we'll mute and back off. And just want to say thank you. Enjoy the show. Watch us next Saturday, April 2nd on it's in the morning on PCTV. And yeah, we just appreciate you and hope this is helpful in teaching your child to learn to read.
T's for Mr. Tuffy. Goodbye.
4 1 2 rounds. A 4 1 2 round. Hey, sorry, I didn't know you got here. Welcome to 412 Rounds. We are so excited that you're here. And today, like every day, is a great day to practice letters and letter sounds. Now, I'm Mr. Tuffy, and I'm excited to learn with you today. Let's get started. Woo! Our lesson today will have 3 parts. And every time we meet together, our lesson will follow the same pattern. First, we will play rhyme time, where we listen for the rhyme. Then we will play Smash Word. I like that. Smash Word, where we listen to the sounds and smash them together to make a new word. And finally, we will talk about a letter and the sound that letter makes. Then we will be careful listeners, using our listening ears as we listen for that letter sound. Now, today we will talk about one of my favorite letters, the sound made by the letter T. That's T for Mr. Tuffy. Are you ready to learn with me? Woo! Yes, it's rhyme time. All right, readers, it's time to listen for the rhyme. It's time to listen for the rhyme. When 2 words rhyme, they have the same sound in the middle and at the end, like cake and lake. Cake and lake. Can you say those 2 words? Cake and lake. Great job. Woo! Cake and lake rhyme because they have the same sounds in the middle and at the end. I will say 2 words. If you hear a rhyme, I want you to celebrate with me. Woo! That's my favorite way to celebrate. I use my hands and my voice. Now, if you don't hear a rhyme, I want you to make an X. With your arms, making an X with your body. Are we ready? Okay. Now, listen closely. Jet, net. Jet, net. Do you hear a rhyme? Jet, net. Woo! Let's celebrate. Yes. Jet and net rhyme. Next challenge. Okay, listen. Bug, hug. What do you think? Bug, hug. I love hugs. Do bug and hug rhyme? Woo! That's right. Great job. Bug and hug rhyme. Next challenge. Are you ready? Map, mat. Map, mat. Do you hear a rhyme? X. No rhyme. Map and mat start with the same sound, but they do not rhyme. They do not rhyme. Let's see if we can find something that rhymes with map. Oh, what about this? Map and snap. Map and snap. Do map and snap rhyme? Woo! Yes! Well done, reader. You are being a careful listener. Map and snap rhyme. Great job. Ready for the next challenge? Okay. Look at the screen, the chalkboard behind me. Pan, fan. Pan, to cook, and fan, to keep cool. Pan, fan. Do pan and fan rhyme? Woo! Yes! Great job! Another rhyming match. Wow, you're so smart. Great job. Pan and fan rhyme. High five. Whew, whew, ha! Readers, you did a great job listening for the rhyme. And this is the end of rhyme time. Did you have fun? Yeah, you did a great job. Now, time for the next challenge. All right, it's time for Smash Word. It's time to listen carefully to the sounds in a word to figure out today's Smash Word. Smash Word. First, let's talk about how Smash Word works. I'm going to tell you the sounds in a word. You are going to listen carefully. Use your listening ears to listen to those sounds and smash them together to make a word. Like if you said k, a, t. you would smash those sounds together to make the word cat. Cat. All right, friends. Today's smash word has 3 sounds. Are you ready? B, s. Listen to those sounds again. B, s. B, s. Let's crash those sounds together. What's the word? Bus? Us. Bus. Did you say bus? Great job! Woo! The sounds b-us make bus. Nice work, readers. You did a terrific job with today's smash word. And the final part of our lesson today is letter sounds. Today's letter sound, my favorite, is T. T says T, as in turtle, and tent. T. We're going to play a game where you listen for the T sound. If you hear T at the beginning of the word, I want a thumbs up. If you hear a different sound, you can make a X with your arms to show me you do not hear the T sound. What sound do you hear at the beginning of turtle? Oh, I love turtles. Do you have a pet turtle? What sound do you hear at the beginning of turtle? All right, friends. Great job! That's right. Turtle begins with T. What sound do you hear at the beginning of the word frog? Frog. Frog does not begin with the T. You were a careful listener. Great job. Now, what sound do you hear at the beginning of telescope? Telescope. Telescope. Great job. Telescope begins with T. Telescope begins with T. What sound do you hear at the beginning of tiger? Roar. Tiger. That's right. Another word that begins with T. T. Just like Mr. Tuffy begins with the letter T. Great job. Woo! Thanks for being a careful listener. Tiger begins with the letter T. What sound do you hear at the beginning of dinosaur? Dinosaur. Ah! That scared me. No, dinosaur does not begin with T or T. Let's see if we can find another T word. Can we find another T word? What sound do you hear at the beginning of tent? Tent. Tent begins with T. You are getting so good at this. Woo! Great job. Wow. Readers, guess what? We've worked very hard today. We've listened for the rhyme, smashed sounds together, and learned that T says t, like we hear at the beginning of turtle, and Mr. Tuffy. I've loved learning with you today, and I can't wait for us to learn together again. Have a terrific day, and I'll see you next time. Woo! Bye. 4, 1, 2, rhyme time. A 4, 1, 2, rhyme time. A 4, 1, 2, rhyme time.